Awesome. So grammatical explanation about to start right now. Just relax, yeah? All the work will be on me. You just need to follow it. Okay, so let's talk about pronouns, yeah? Let's talk about pronouns. More specifically, in this case, generic pronouns. Generic pronouns. I'm going to give you a sentence. Have a look at this sentence. If you do that, people won't like you. If you do that, people won't like you. What are the pronouns here? Pronouns? 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 You? And you. Okay. What is you? What is you referring to in this case? What is the meaning of you in this case? What is you referring to in this case? If you do that, people won't like you. Is it referring just to you? If you do that, people won't like you. Okay, it could be referring to another person. I could be speaking to Augusto. Augusto is about to do one thing, and I say, "Oh no, Augusto, if you do that, people won't like you." But maybe I can be talking in general, and this is what I'm referring to now. So I'm not referring to any of you in particular. I'm referring to an action. Oh my God, have you seen that in the news? Some people chained themselves to a bridge in London, and they generated a huge traffic jam. Well, if you do that, people won't like you. In that context, what is you referring to? Exactly. People in general. So sometimes, you can refer to people in general. Yeah? Have you seen that in the news? Oh my God, you cannot do that. I mean, if you do that, it will be a disaster. You, people in general. Yeah? It's one of the uses that I want you to remember for today. You referring to people in general. Okay, next use. Another sentence. Imagine that I say, one finds it hard. One finds it hard to understand. Accent. What is the most difficult accent for you in English? Indian accent, okay. One finds it hard to understand Indian accent. What is the pronoun in this sentence?
One.
Very good. One. And what is one referring to? Did you listen to that? That's Indian accent, man. One finds it hard to understand Indian accent. One.
To himself.
Sorry?
To himself.
Could be, but no. Did you understand that, guys, the Indian accent? No, we didn't. Yeah, I know. One finds it hard to understand Indian accent.
The same as you.
Pablo is on fire. Explain.
Like it refers to people in general.
People in general. One can refer to people in general. What is it followed by? One finds. What is this?
Verbs.
What person? Third person. So a verb in the third person. One plus a verb in the third person. Referring to people in general. How would you translate one finds it hard in Spanish? A uno. One finds it hard. A uno le cuesta. Yeah? One finds it hard. A uno. Yeah? So it has a very good translation in Spanish. Remember, one, verb in third person, people in general. Another sentence. When we deal with manipulation, we should be careful. Okay, have a look at this. When we deal with such a situation, when we deal with such a situation, we should be careful. We should be careful. We should be careful. What are the pronouns here? Yep. When we deal with such a situation, we should be careful. Okay, what is the meaning of we here? What is it referring to? When we deal with such a situation, we should be careful. Okay, this one is difficult. I'll just give you the solution straight away. This is a general statement or opinion, yeah? General state. So yeah, we can be used to refer to a general statement or opinion. Yeah? When we deal with such a situation, we should be careful. And is it including the reader, the listener, or both of them? Both of them, yeah? So it's a general statement or opinion including both, yeah? Both reader and listener. Well, reader and listener are the same. I would say, yeah, reader, listener. Reader, listener, yeah, including both reader and listener. Also speaker, yeah? Also speaker or writer. Speaker, writer, including the speaker, the writer, the reader, the listener. Yeah? So giving an opinion including everybody. So far so good? We, yeah? We're talking about generic pronouns. In this case, we. I'll give you another sentence. They don't care about the planet. People are driving all the time, man. They drive to buy some bread. They drive to go to the supermarket. They don't care about the planet. Yeah, man. I think the government should do something. I mean, they should pass new laws or something. They should pass new laws or something, you know, in order to save the planet. There is no planet B. Pronouns? They. Okay, number one, number two. Number one, what is they referring to?
Society.
Sorry? Society. Yeah, I agree with Pablo. Pablo is in total fire today. I would say the first day, yeah, is referring, yeah, to society, to other people in general, yeah? Not you, yeah? Because when you say, yeah, they don't care about the planet, I mean, they, not me, yeah? Other people, yeah? Other people in general. Other people in general. How about the second day? Yeah, I know, man. They should do something. They should pass new laws or something. What is this day referring to? Is it also referring to other people in general? Explain yourself, Andres.
They are talking about in the context that they were talking about. In this case, politics.
Politicians, yeah? Politicians.
Okay.
Politicians, yeah? Politicians. In this case, politicians. So you can be referring, they, in the second place, is referring to people in authority. Yeah? People in authority. For example, in this case, the government. Yeah? For example, the government. So, they, people in general, people in power. People in general, people in power. We'd say this is formal or informal English. Yeah, they don't care about the planet. They should do something. They should pass new laws. They. This is rather informal. Yeah, if you want to be formal, you could mention, you know, the society or the government should pass new laws. Yeah, specify formal, specify informal. Just a pronoun. So far, so good. I will take that as a yes. Okay, another one. Okay, have a look at this sentence. If someone comes, tell them to wait. If someone comes, tell them to wait. Oh, some person forgot the phone here. Some person forgot the phone here. Pronouns? Them. Second one? There. Okay, this is an object pronoun. This is a possessive pronoun. What are they referring to? Number one, number two. What is number one pronoun referring to? If someone comes, you talk to your secretary. Excuse me, James. James is my secretary, who is a man. If someone comes, James, tell them to wait.
It refers to someone.
Yeah, it refers to someone. And what other pronoun could you use instead of them? Because is someone singular or plural? In this case, look, it's singular, third person singular. This is normally plural. So what substitute can you use here? Other pronouns. If someone comes?
Him or her.
Exactly. So him or her. So if you don't want to be sexist, you cannot say, tell him to wait. What do you mean tell him to wait? Tell her to wait, or tell him or her to wait. So if you don't want to say, tell him or her to wait, you can also say, them. Tell them to wait, referring to both men and women. Tell him to wait, tell her to wait, tell them to wait. How about number two? Some person forgot the phone here. What is the substitute there? The pronoun substitute, number two. His or her. His or her phone. So instead of his or her, you can just say there. So using them or there, it's a way to avoid him, her. It refers to both males and females. Good. So far so good? Shall we continue? It will be over in 5 minutes, don't worry. Is it very tiring for you, the grammatical explanation? Is it too much? Or is it okay? You can take it. That at the end. Better now, not at the end. Okay, I understand. Have a look at this sentence now. You should take care of yourself. Okay, now we're talking about reflexive and reciprocal. Reflexive and reciprocal pronouns. Have a look at this sentence. You should take care of yourself. You should take care of yourself. Another sentence. She's always talking about herself. Pronouns? Okay, yeah. You and she, they are pronouns. Reflexive or reciprocal pronouns? Yourself, herself. Okay, why are we using these reflexive pronouns, yourself, herself, in this sentence? Why?
Because they make the action to themselves.
They make the action to themselves. That's a beautiful explanation, Pablo. And in terms of grammar, what is the subject of these sentences? You is the subject. She is the subject. What is the object of sentence number one? Object. You should take care of something. That something is the object. So in this case, yourself is the object. Yeah? Take care of the computer. Take care of the phone. Take care of Maya. Take care of yourself. This is the object. She's always talking about herself. This is the subject. What is the object? Herself is the object. So, in grammatical terms, when do we use reflexive pronouns? Reflexive pronouns. We use reflexive pronouns when the subject and the object refer to the same person or thing. Okay? So when the subject and the object refer to the same person, yeah, let's just say person, not thing. No, it to itself, yeah, it could be a thing. It could be a thing. To itself, yeah. When the subject and the object refer to the same person, then you use a reflexive pronoun, yeah? Okay. Shall I? I'll give you another one. I made it. Okay. I made it. I made it. I made it. I was pleased with myself. I was pleased with myself. I made it. I was pleased with myself. Oh, who is she with? She's alone. She's alone. She's with herself. She's with herself. Again, here what do we have? We have myself, we have herself. What kind of pronouns are those? Reflexive pronouns. So in this case, why are we using reflexive pronouns? I'll just give you the explanation. After most prepositions, when complement is the same as the subject, well, in this case, the complement. So here, what is the verb? The verb is the verb to be. The verb to be doesn't have an object. The verb to be has a complement. Did you study this at high school? The complement of the subject? Yeah? So when it's another verb, there is verb and there is object. But when there is the verb to be, yeah? There is the verb to be, and this is not an object. This is the complement. Yeah? Complement. The complement of the verb to be. So, when the complement of the verb to be is referring to the same person as the subject, again, the complement of the verb to be is referring to the first person as the subject, then we need to use reflexive pronouns. Do you understand? Yeah? So basically the same as before, but with the verb to be. So this is not an object, this is a complement of the verb to be and refers to the same subject and complement. Okay. May I? Can I? I think next time I do a grammatical explanation, I should bring some coffee for everybody, yeah? So that you can follow the grammatical explanation for 20 minutes. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, it's too long. Another one. I fixed the car myself. I fixed the car. I fixed the car myself. I fixed the car myself. She decorated the house. She decorated the house herself. She decorated the house herself. Okay, here we have personal pronoun, and here we have reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. Okay, what is the function of this reflexive pronoun? What is the function of this reflexive pronoun? What is the use? Pablo, explain. I can see confidence in his eyes. He can say it. Not this time?
I'm not very confident right now.
Not really. I fixed the car myself. She decorated the house herself. What is the emphasis in these reflexive pronouns? What is the writer or the speaker trying to do? Anybody?
To emphasize
Emphasize what?
the person who has
Done it. Yeah, exactly. So to emphasize the subject. Yeah, in this case, we use the reflexive pronoun to emphasize the subject. So who is the subject? I. So here, I fixed the car. You can just say this. I fix the car. This is okay. But if you want to do more emphasis on the subject, I fix the car myself. More emphasis. Yeah? You could just say, she decorated the house, and that's fine. Who decorated the house? She decorated the house. But if you want to put more emphasis on the fact that it was her, she decorated the house herself. How would you translate that in Spanish? She decorated the house herself. Por sí misma, ella solita. Yeah? Something like that. I fix the car myself. Yo mismo, yo solito. Yeah? So emphasis on the subject. Okay, very good, very good. Let me erase this, show you the next one. We're getting close to the end of the explanation. Okay, I don't want to go to the party. Okay, I don't want to go to the party alone. Okay, this alone can be substituted with a reflexive pronoun. Any ideas? I don't want to go to the party alone. Alone, or on my own. On my own. I don't want to go to the party alone. I don't want to go to the party on my own. There is another possibility with a reflexive pronoun. Any possibilities? Point forever. By myself. I don't want to go to the party by myself. This myself is a reflexive pronoun. So in this case, it would be by plus reflexive pronoun. Yeah? And what is the meaning? Alone or on my own? By myself, by yourself, by himself, by herself, by themselves. Reflexive pronouns. May I? Okay, next. We don't talk to each other. We don't talk to each other. We don't understand one another. Okay, here these are not reflexive pronouns. What are these? Reciprocal pronouns. Yeah? Reciprocal pronouns. Here, each other, reciprocal pronoun. One another, reciprocal pronoun. So, basically, what kind of actions are these? These are reciprocal actions. And what is a reciprocal action? Can you explain it in normal English? In everyday English, what is a reciprocal action, Maya?
When you do something that affects someone, and that someone does something that affects you.
Exactly. I do this to you, and you do this to me. We do it to one another. We do it to each other. Those are reciprocal actions. So for reciprocal actions, we need reciprocal pronouns, each other and one another, and they are interchangeable. Yeah, they mean the same. You could say we don't talk to one another. We don't understand each other. They are interchangeable. Yeah, each other, one another. And the very last part of my explanation is coming. It and there. May I erase this? The very last part of the explanation is coming. Now it's not about reflexive or reciprocal pronouns. Now it is about it and there. It and there. Okay. To talk about, we can use the verb, we can use it. This is very simple. We can use it plus the verb to be. It plus the verb to be to refer to time, to refer to temperature, and to refer to distance. Yeah? it plus the verb to be to refer to time, temperature, and distance. So, very simple sentences that we can make. What time is it, guys? What time is it? Say again?
It's 20 to 8.
20 to 8. Okay, 20 to 8. Another one. What's the temperature? Now, talking about temperature. What's the temperature at the moment? Can you measure it somehow with a smartwatch or something? Give me a specific temperature. Right now, in the room.
21, 19.
Oh, it's 19 degrees at the moment, Celsius. That's a perfect temperature, yeah, to teach. It's 19 degrees. And finally, how far is it from the school to your house?
20 kilometers.
Is it? It's quite far.
Yeah, 50 meters.
50 meters for.
15 kilometers.
Okay. So again, it plus the verb to be, referring to time, referring to temperature, referring to distance. May I? Okay, it was great to hear from you. Have a look at this sentence. It was great to hear from you. It was great to hear from you. It was fantastic to see her. It was fantastic to see her. Okay, here we have it was, what do we have here? It was, and then we have some activity. What is the activity in sentence number 1?
Hear from you.
To hear from you, this is an activity. What is the activity in sentence number 2? To see her, to see her. This is the activity. So what is the function of it was? What is the function of it plus be? What would you say is the function of it plus the verb to be, as related to the activity? It was great to hear from you. It was fantastic to see her. This is a bit of a weird explanation, but it's kind of an intensifier, right? It's in very, very formal English, this is the subject, okay? This is the subject, but it's a special kind of subject. This is a preparatory subject. This is a preparatory subject before activities. Before activities. So this is the activity, and this is the preparatory subject. This is the activity, and this is the preparatory subject. So you could say, seeing her was fantastic, but with more emphasis. It was fantastic to see her. It was great to hear from you. Activity, it plus be, preparatory subject. So get ready. There's an activity coming later. So far so good? May I? The very last piece of explanation, I promise. The very last. There is a cinema. Okay, this is very easy. There is a cinema. There is a cinema in the hood. This is very informal. In the hood, in the neighborhood. There were many problems in the past. There were many problems in the past. Okay, here we have there is, there are, or there were. There is, there was, there are, there were. What is the function of this? We have, what is the construction? The construction is the plus the verb to be plus noun. This is the construction, yeah? The plus be plus noun, yeah? The plus be plus noun, a cinema. Many problems, yeah? Noun, noun. This is a noun phrase. Okay. What is the function of that? How would you translate there is a cinema? There is. Translation? In Spanish? Hay. There were? Había. So what is this? The, be plus noun. It's just to say if people or things exist or are present. Yeah? So the plus be plus noun, just to say if people or things exist or are there, yeah? Or are present. If something exists, there is a cinema. If something is present, there was a cinema. Existential there. Some people call it existential there. Existential there. Some people call it that way, yeah? Existential there. And this is the end of the grammatical explanation. How many minutes was it? Oh my